Right now, the use of absentee ballot drop-off boxes being called into question here in Wisconsin. The latest on voting laws coming up.
And we're still experiencing some lingering light snow, but we have another round on the way. We'll give you the forecast coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, 8 o'clock now. Thanks for joining us on News 3 Now. I'm McKenna Alexander. Let's go ahead and take a look outside this morning. Julian, I know just a couple minutes ago I was saying usually there's a really pretty sunrise coming through the newsroom and kind of blinding us. And I asked you when the sun was going to rise, and you said it would not be sunny because there's going to be snow.
Yeah, it's not going to be too sunny, but we are looking at some breaks in our cloud covers. We're getting our morning started for us. Our current conditions right now as we take a shot outside of the Capitol, we still do have some light lingering snow for us around the area. It's 19 degrees right now in Madison, and as we take a look, we do have a winter weather advisory in effect for areas such as Grant and Crawford County until Sunday morning at 3 a.m. In addition to that, folks, we also do have an alert day in the forecast. Alert days actually for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mondays for the occasional light snow that could be accumulating about 1 to 3 inches going into our Monday afternoon. And for Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking at temperatures to have that bitter cold once again with wind chills well below zero. But as I mentioned, we are looking at lingering light snow across southern Wisconsin, especially into Dane County as it's continuing to track its way east out of Dane County as we're going throughout the rest of the morning. Temperatures are into the teens and the low 20s around as of right now with wind speeds into the single digits, but a little bit breezier between Janesville and Platteville. And we can see wind chills are actually a factor this morning. Another chilly start for us as we're looking at 10 degrees is what it feels like in Madison with 9 degrees in Platteville and 8 degrees in Janesville. But we also had a bit of mixtures earlier from that freezing rain and light snow. So give yourself a couple extra minutes to defrost the cars. There's definitely probably a nice little layer of some ice in this slick spots as well. We'll give you an update on what else is coming up in a few moments. Until then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. The Wisconsin Department of Justice is appealing a Waukesha County judge's ruling, restricting the use of absentee ballot drop-off boxes. Earlier this month, the judge ruled the boxes can only be located in election clerks' offices and no one other than the voter may deposit a ballot in them. A number of cities used the boxes in 2020, placing them in places like city parks. Democrats support such efforts, saying it makes voting more convenient and safer than standing in lines during this pandemic. State Representative Jim Steinke is speaking out on the state of politics after announcing he won't run for re-election this year. He sat down with our Naomi Coles Friday for a one-on-one interview, saying he's leaving elected politics and is not planning to run for a different role. Part of it, he says, he's lost some of the magic from when he was first elected.
What do you think is the biggest mistake being made by the Republican Party right now?
The biggest mistake for elected officials is listening to some of the louder voices on the fringes, both on the left and the right.
He also weighed in on the ongoing election investigation headed up by Michael Gableman. You can watch the interview on Sunday for the record on whether Steinke sees that investigation as an example of the fringe politics he referenced. The UW Board of Regents has unanimously selected its next president. Jay Rothman is a Milwaukee-based attorney. He'll take over as UW System president on June 1st. He'll be the UW System's 8th president. Former Wisconsin governor and interim president Tommy Thompson announced earlier this month he plans to step down from the position in March. In national news, the nation's biggest annual rally against abortion rights taking place Friday in Washington, with demonstrators ending their march at the Supreme Court. On the eve of the 49th anniversary of Roe v. Wade, anti-abortion rights demonstrators there marched in hopes it's the last time they do so. It comes as the new conservative Supreme Court considers the biggest challenge to Roe in decades, the Mississippi law banning abortions after 15 weeks. Overseas now, France has approved its vaccine pass law. Starting Monday, anyone over the age of 16 must have proof of full COVID-19 vaccination to access a wide range of everyday activities, including visiting restaurants and bars, as well as long-distance transportation. A negative PCR test will no longer be accepted. The pass will affect around 5.5 million people who remain unvaccinated in the country. In less than 1 month, the FAA says there have already been more than 150 unruly airline passenger reports this year. Most of those over the federal rule requiring masks on board. The most recent incident is from Thursday, when an American Airlines flight leaving Miami bound for London turned around over the Atlantic Ocean when a disruptive passenger wouldn't put one on. There were 129 passengers and 14 crew members on board, and the flight ended up getting canceled after returning. The top doctor on Team USA says all of the American athletes going to China for the Olympics next month are vaccinated. They say not a single one of them asked for a medical or religious exemption. Last September, the Olympics Committee implemented a vaccine requirement for athletes and employees. Boosters are not included in those requirements. And for the first time, the CDC released real-life data on the effect of booster shots against the Omicron variant. Friday, the CDC released the results from 3 large new studies of millions of cases. One study showed getting a booster dose of a vaccine was 90% effective at preventing people from being admitted into hospitals due to Omicron. After 6 months, 2 vaccine doses alone, only 57% effective. Adjusting to the new normal and thriving. That's the case for many shared co-working spaces offering an alternative to the traditional working landscape. Tyler Muladin visited one here in Madison and shares why they say for many it's the path forward.
A solution that opened just in time.
Starting a nonprofit at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic might not make sense to most.
A lot of people said when we first opened, like, oh, what a tough time to open a co-working space in the middle of a pandemic.
But Logic's Associate Managing Director Ava Kenny says for their co-working space, it was the right move.
It's really gotten people thinking about what a workplace actually is. And it's really opened a lot of people's eyes to different possibilities and to flexible models.
People like member Jake Kleiner, who runs his software company in one of the building's 26 offices.
It's the only place that I'm aware of where I can work upstairs and literally watch my daughter run in the front yard at daycare, and then also have food delivered from downstairs.
Kleiner has been with Logic since it first opened in June of 2020. He says for his team, working digitally doesn't cut it.
Especially for training, for learning, for building programs, the applications together, that it's hard to repeat what we're able to do in the same room together.
But it's not just companies that use the space. Their most popular offices are single-person use.
Currently, every single one of our offices is full, which is great. We're currently on a wait list.
Filled with students and people who'd rather not work from home.
We've got a lot of people who are remote workers here. You know, they might never see their coworkers in a year, but they get to work around other people here, and they get to have coworkers, just not coworkers.
Looking for some work-life balance.
It's not good for their mental health. So I think that one big draw of coming to a co-working space is just that work-life separation that you get.
And a sense of community.
We've networked, we've built projects together. Some have become clients. Some we go out and grab drinks.
Logic isn't the only center in Madison taking on traditional workspaces. Earlier this week, Starting Block shared plans to offer their co-working space members health insurance, making it the first in the state to do so. Employee agent absences have tripled because of Omicron. According to Goldman Sachs, the rapid spreading variant has caused significant disruptions recently. Millions of workers are sick and millions more forced to quarantine. The report says in January, out of about 75,000 people in the study, more than 3% of workers missed time due to the virus. Well, we've all heard of the Great Resignation, but the question remains, after quitting their jobs, what do people do to bring in an income? Hank Tester has the answer.
The Great Resignation, the ongoing question, where are the workers? Where did they go? Well, here's a clue.
It's the vowels we learned in elementary school. A, E, I, O, U. Those 5 letters stand for the 5 things that explain what's going on.
A stands for assets. Have money, property, income. Workers can live off that.
And they can use those assets to help them change their lives.
E stands for expectations. Workers today have far different hopes for the future.
They do not expect to have a job, keep a job, retire after 20 years.
I, investment. There are many new ways to make money besides traditional work.
People have seen enormous growth in their cryptocurrency investments. I personally still don't understand it, but that doesn't mean there aren't lots of people who have made lots of money.
The vowel O represents opportunity. All kinds of jobs out there, non-traditional, flexible.
People are earning livings driving for Uber, driving for DoorDash, selling their crafts on Etsy, selling videos of themselves and their partners on OnlyFans.
U stands for URLs. Yep, the internet. People selling services, seeking gig jobs online. Think Angie's List, Neighbors, Nextdoor. Need a plumber? An electrician? Go online.
There are so many new ways to post ourselves, our products, our services online. But there's so many new ways to generate income that the idea of going to the traditional 9-to-5 job no longer makes any sense.
And today's younger worker, not bound by loyalty, wanting flexibility, according to Bruce Turkel, if unhappy,
Because of their lowered expectations, they're happy to leave.
you can see a major portion of my interview with Bruce Turkel, some interesting insights. You can check it out on cbsmiami.com. I'm Hank Tester, CBS 4 News.
In just a few days, federal employees will start earning a $15 an hour minimum wage. The pay raise, effective January 30th, is estimated to impact some 67,000 federal workers. Most are civilian employees at military bases, but the list also includes custodial workers at federal facilities and wildland firefighters. The Biden administration is hoping that as the country's largest employer, the federal government will set an example. Still ahead, one Wisconsin's family's mystery is solved after their garbage cans continued to be returned out of an act of kindness. You're taking a live look over the Capitol. Julian's tracking your forecast just ahead.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
Homeowners have trusted Mad City to do the right thing and put the right product in their homes like eShield, America's leader in energy reflective technology. eShield is the radiant energy barrier that insulates your attic and helps hold heat inside your home during colder months. Call now and save. It's our 60-60-60 sale. Take 60% off installation of eShield attic insulation, 60-month financing, low monthly payments, senior and military discounts, plus a $60 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. And a bonus, call during this program and receive a Nest Learning thermostat with purchase of the eShield system from Mad City. Check us out online at madcityinsulation.com. And South Central Wisconsin homeowners, call right now for the bonus. 608-588-8226, 608-588-8226.
Hello, I'm Gary Canoldi, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise August 9th through the 21st. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night Holiday America Line cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, to learn more about this tour and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Meet Ron. That man is always on. And he's on it with Jardiance for type 2 diabetes. His underhand sky serve, on fire. His grilling game, on point. And his A1C, Ron is on it with the once daily pill Jardiance. Jardiance not only lowers A1C, it goes beyond to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease. And Jardiance may help you lose some weight.
Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
A once daily pill that goes beyond lowering A1C?
On it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Clouds are moving. And now as we get things rolling for us, yes, the clouds are moving on the HMON right to my left, but we are looking at a winter weather advisory in effect for Crawford and for Grant County until Sunday morning at 3 a.m. And as we take a look outside, it is a beautiful start now that we are done with a bit of that light snowfall that we've been seeing. Even though it's still lingering for some areas, especially around Dane County, we're looking at 19 degrees for us as of right now, but it feels like 10 degrees with that wind chill. However, we did have some freezing morning rain mixed with some of that light snowfall overnight into the early morning. So there are slick spots that are sticking around. So make sure that you're taking extra care and giving yourself extra time as well to defrost your vehicles, because there's definitely a layer of ice and it's definitely slick in some areas. Now, planning out the rest of today, just know we're going to be looking at a bit more open sky as we get into the later part of this morning, going into the early afternoon. Then we're going to be seeing much more cloud cover with another round of snow coming in for tonight. But for those who are heading up to Lambeau Field, we are going to be looking at our Packers forecast, and it's going to be just typical Packer weather for us. We're going to be on the colder side and see those wind chills going just about 5 degrees to 5 degrees below zero throughout the course of the game. So make sure that you are bundling up and staying warm. Now, as we take a look at our radar, as I mentioned, that snow is starting to exit its way out of Dane County, but for some areas in southern Wisconsin, still lingering some light snowfall for us. But as we go on throughout the rest of today, just know we are going to be seeing some more open cloud cover throughout the afternoon, but that next round of snow is going to be coming into this evening, starting off into the west and then being more widespread throughout southern Wisconsin as we go into tonight. Overnight hours, we're going to be seeing it start to clear off a bit, and then we're going to be seeing much more sun going into our Sunday. However, temperatures are going to be much colder as well. Then as we go into our Sunday night, another round of some more snowfall is going to be coming in, mainly to the southwest, however. As we can see, much more lighter snow bands will be into the southern areas of Wisconsin as we go in throughout the rest of the event. Now, in terms of our alert days, we do have an alert day in effect for Monday and for Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday is for the occasional snow that we're going to be seeing our third round of snow coming in. Tuesday and Wednesdays, because we're going to be seeing those temperatures drop well below zero once again. Now, as we see going in throughout the rest of the week, we are going to be seeing our 10-day here, the weekend. We're going to be seeing that cold air starting to roll in for Sunday, a bit warmer for Monday, but then Tuesday and Wednesday, once again, we are going to be seeing some really frigid temperatures for us. Heading into our Monday, folks, just know we're going to be looking at some accumulating snow between 1 to 3 inches possible around southern Wisconsin, mainly into the southwestern areas is where we're going to see the heavier bands of snow setting up, but still going to be something to take heed and be prepared for, especially for the morning commutes. Tuesday, Wednesday, we got to bundle up once again, McKenna, but at least we're getting some snow this time.
I was going to say, you know, morning commutes, I report mornings, right? And I'm already thinking of winter stories I'm going to be turning that day because it's going to be a cold one.
Yeah, you're probably going to have to do some snow coverage.
I probably will. All right. Thanks, Julian. Well, it was a mystery for weeks for one Wisconsin family. On garbage days, their bins appeared back at their garage. They thought maybe it was a fluke, but they didn't know what. As Barrett Tyron shows us, it was no accident.
So I get Mason all bundled up.
Melody Lutenegger and her family are new to Stewart Avenue in Grand Chute.
We had just moved here in November, and the place had been vacant for 3 years.
When something peculiar began to happen.
It was so strange because all of a sudden our garbage cans were just showing up.
It happened again.
We have such a long driveway, and I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe the garbage company's bringing our garbage.
And again.
Yeah, I asked my husband, and he's like, no, I'm not bringing the garbage cans up.
And again.
Mason, like, we're gonna go see who this is.
And she did.
It was the day before Christmas Eve, and I got a little gift for him, and me and Mason came out, and we stood there waiting, and it was the same time.
Like clockwork, he came up the drive at 8:21 a.m.
This little old guy comes up with our garbage cans.
Meet the mystery garbage man.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Thank you for bringing the garbage can.
No problem. When I retired, I got sick of doing nothing, so I started going around picking up garbage cans, everybody's garbage cans, not just certain ones, everyone.
He just goes by Dick.
I've been from most of Wisconsin most of my life. I love winter.
Even at 2 below zero.
It's not that bad.
He's riding his bike, taking the trash in for house after house.
Just a pair of sweatpants on. I put this mask on because it makes your face nice and warm. There's a reason I'm wearing it. I don't normally wear it.
He's a quiet guy.
Just be nice to all people.
With a message that's loud and clear.
It's just what you gotta do. Just think if you were at home and you needed somebody for some help.
A small act of kindness.
For someone just like random to do that, it doesn't go unnoticed.
That's a huge deal every Thursday morning.
You know, I feel like the kindness that strangers give, it's an unexplainable feeling. And you know, he doesn't even realize how nice of a gesture it is and how much we appreciate it.
For people who live on this 2-mile stretch of road.
We gotta go see Dick, so I get Mason all bundled up and we're standing here waiting.
After an hour or so, Dick tightens up his laces.
And so then he just goes on his way.
In Grand Chute, Barrett Tryon.
Well, you guys have a nice day.
Local 5 News.
Dick even does double duty. He says he's also just as active on recycling days and will pick up those bins too. As for why he does it, he says he enjoys the exercise. Still ahead, it's a big day for the Packers. A look into how fans are preparing for today's game against the 49ers when we return. And there are several new shows and movies to check out this weekend. Will shares his picks and 3 things to watch. Trending news is just ahead on News 3 Now this morning, Saturday.
It's January clearance time at A1 Furniture with 10 to 40% off store-wide and tax included on any purchase over $4.99. Huge selection in stock for immediate pickup or delivery, plus 1 year free financing.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
You throw an extra blanket on to keep warm, so throw an extra blanket in your attic too. A blanket of E-Shield, the multi-layered thermal reflective attic insulation brought to you by Mad City Home Improvement. E-Shield eliminates cold drafts in your attic, and it works well with blown-in insulation to help ease the pinch of higher energy cost. Now's a great time to call. It's our 60-60-60 sale. Take 60% off installation of E-Shield attic insulation. 60-month financing, low monthly payments, senior and military discounts, plus a $60 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate. And call during this program, and with the purchase of E-Shield, receive a Nest Learning thermostat at no additional cost. Check us out online at madcityinsulation.com. And South Central Wisconsin homeowners, call right now for the bonus. 608-588-8226, 608-588-8226.
Summer's coming, and so are those warm, relaxing weekends. No matter where your adventures take you, we've got you covered at the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Whether you're staying at a vacation rental, towing a teardrop trailer to sleep under the stars, or heading to a beloved family cabin, you'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th, Alliant Energy Center. Every weekend should be this fun.
Deep in credit card debt? Did you know Credit Associates can help you reduce that debt? It's not nearly as complicated as you think. Let me show you what I mean. First, there's the total amount of credit card debt you owe. Whoa! We can reduce that by almost half. Second, how about those decades you'll be in debt? We reduced that down to as little as 24 to 36 months, giving you up to 20 debt-free years back. Lastly, how about the endless hours of stress and anxiety from being in debt? We can help reduce that too. It's easy to get started. Call now to see how Credit Associates can reduce your debt and save you thousands. The information is free and there's no risk to call. 1-800-949-3849. Call Credit Associates now to start living better, debt-free. 1-800-949-3849.
Get the best deals on name brand mattresses only at A1 Furniture's January clearance event. Save 10 to 40% off and get tax included on any purchase over $4.99, plus 1 year free financing.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Taking a quick look at our future track, well, planning out the rest of the day. Just know we're looking at that cloud coverage to start to dissipate as we head in throughout the rest of our afternoon hours, bringing in more sunshine for us as temperatures top out into the lower 20s, into those teens. Then as we go into our Saturday evening, closing into our Saturday nights, expect another round of snow starting to roll into southern Wisconsin, pretty widespread as well, which will carry into the early parts of our Sunday morning. But then we're going to be drying out once more with colder air rolling back in. And then we're looking at another round of some snowfall coming in, mainly into the southern areas like the southwest. They'll push in across Dane County. But then as we go into the rest of our Monday morning, that's where we're also going to be seeing those bands of snow starting to set up, which is why we're going to be seeing the higher snow accumulations into areas into the southwest and the southern areas as well. Platteville, Prairie du Chien, and for Monroe as well. So those are the areas we're going to be seeing to have the highest concentration of that snowfall for us. Alert days in the forecast for Monday because of that snow accumulation. And Tuesday and Wednesday, we're looking at more cold cold temperatures coming back. But at least this time, we're not just going to stay dry. We are going to start to see some snow, McKenna.
I'll take it if we can get a little bit of snow. Not too much, but a little bit.
Just enough, just enough.
Just enough to feel festive. All right, thanks, Julian. Well, there's clearly no shortage of films and shows streaming. Our Will Loper shares a few of the best in this weekend's 3 Things to Watch.
You ready? I know that you can do it.
Newly streaming on Amazon Prime Video is the series As We See It.
Yes, I need to get and maintain a job. Check. And I need to make friends.
Well played, Jack.
Thank you, but I didn't play well. You played poorly. You're very old.
I'm sorry, it's the Asperger's. He doesn't mean it.
I mean it. She tanked that hand.
The dramedy follows 3 young adults in their 20s on the autism spectrum, navigating jobs, relationships, and life.
I want a boyfriend. It's normal to have a boyfriend. Hey, look, he's so cute. Ooh. Hi, Midget. We live right above you.
I don't leave the building.
Why not?
Lots of reasons.
If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a...
All 8 episodes of As We See It are streaming on Amazon Prime now.
I believe the name Paul von Hartmann is known to you.
Yes, sir. We were at Oxford together.
Newly streaming on Netflix is the film Munich, The Edge of War.
Was willst du von mir? Wir sind die letzte Hoffnung, um Hitler zu stoppen.
In 1938 Europe, George McKay plays a British secretary who must work with a German diplomat in an attempt to avert war.
What's happened to you?
We have to do it!
Munich, The Edge of War is streaming on Netflix now.
You cannot play poker with a gangster without having some cards up one's sleeve.
Oh, I love your face. It's so unusual.
I'm from Colorado.
And celebrate the work of recently passed comedian Louis Anderson with one of his best and most surprising late career roles as Christine Baskets in Baskets.
What in the world are you doing here?
Well, I'm on a new exercise kick. I'm exercising, I'm dieting. My nurse has me on a whole program. I've lost 32 ounces.
Oh, well, that's something.
Anderson plays the mother to Chip Baskets, played by Zach Galifianakis, who has dreams of becoming a clown.
Mischief?
Mischief. Yeah, General Mischief.
Mischief. We're chasing a mouse around. Do you know
All 4 seasons of Baskets can be streamed on Hulu.
Whiskey salad, Martha. Apples, oranges, raisins, marshmallows, whiskey. Simple.
Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch. And this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Today is the big day for the #1 seed Green Bay Packers taking on the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC divisional round. Yesterday, the Green Bay community rallying behind their team. Hundreds of fans braving the cold, gathering at the Packers Heritage Trail Plaza for a pep rally. Go Pack, go today from all of us here at News 3 Now. Up next, an update on the case of Gabby Petito, the latest from the FBI when we come back.
And I noticed that as soon as I put the E-shield in, it dropped it down by about 1/3 as far as the amount of times the furnace was coming on during the course of the day.
Call Mad City Home Improvement for E-Shield and increase the life of your heating and cooling system by over 20%. E-Shield reflects radiant heat transfer in your attic for optimal energy efficiency. And now during our 60-60-60 sale, you'll save with 60% off installation of E-Shield attic insulation. 60-month financing, low monthly payments, senior military discounts, plus a $60 Walmart gift card with your estimate. And call during this program for the bonus. Receive a Nest Learning thermostat with your purchase of E-Shield from Mad City. Check us out online at madcityinsulation.com. And South Central Wisconsin homeowners, call right now for the bonus. 608-588-8226, 608-588-8226.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
New in 2022, with the Eye Care Benefit Card, members have access to even more. In addition to receiving up to $1,200 per year in over-the-counter health items, members get a $50 monthly allowance for healthy food purchases and can earn rewards for completing healthy activities like getting a flu shot. Call the Eye Care Benefits Helpline for a free consultation to get all the benefits you're entitled to. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for you and your health.
Madison Magazine Winter Restaurant Week is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Dining with a choice. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week 2022, starting January 23rd through the 28th. For participating restaurants, menus, and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
Right now, new reports from the FBI say Brian Laundrie took responsibility for Gabby Petito's death before taking his own life. Details coming up.
And backing on those details, we're going to have more on another round of some snow coming in for our forecast. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everyone. 8 o'clock now. Thanks for joining us on News 3 Now. I'm McKenna Alexander. Let's go ahead and send over to Julian Steeright for a look at your forecast. Julian, how's it looking out there?
Well, the skies are opening up for us, but we are going to be seeing another round of some snow on the way. As we get into the rest of today, however, just know it's going to be on the drier side, and we will see a bit more sun than we were once anticipating. As we take a look into our afternoon, breaks in our cloud cover with temperatures sticking around into those 20s. However, those northwesterly winds will keep us onto the cooler side. Then that second round of some snow will enter in as we get into our Saturday evening and getting even into our Saturday nights. Now, as you see, temperatures are going to be leveled around the teens throughout the nightly hours, but then overnight, we're going to start to see those temperatures drop into single digits as we get into our Sunday morning. Again, however, we are looking for that clearing of cloud cover, but then another round of some snow is going to be coming in from a clipper system, bringing in more snow, mainly into the northwestern regions of southern Wisconsin. So that's where we're going to be seeing more of those bands of snow starting to set up. But we won't be spared here in Dane County either, as we see this event clearing out going into the later part of our Monday morning. Well, we're still going to be seeing some pretty decent measurable snowfall, mainly into the southwest near Platteville, mainly for Grant County is where we're going to be seeing mostly some of that snow really start to accumulate. However, in Dane County, could be seeing 1 to 3, even 2 to 4 for some areas of snowfall to accumulate for us. So the 3 things we're going to need to know is that we are looking for the snow to start back up tonight, and we're going to be off and on throughout the periods of Sunday night and going into our Monday morning. Temperatures are going to be breezy, and we're going back to the cold as we get into our Tuesday and Wednesday, which is why we are also going to be seeing an alert day, which we'll get into the details about once again. But plan ahead for your Monday commutes, because it's going to be slippery and definitely messy with that snow on the way. We'll talk more about this coming up in a few moments. Till then, back to you, McKenna.
All right, thanks, Julian. We're following new developments in the case of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. According to the FBI, before taking his own life, Laundrie wrote in a notebook he was responsible for Petito's death. She was found strangled to death in a Wyoming national forest last year. Before her body was discovered, Laundrie also went missing. His body later found in October with the notebook and a handgun nearby. His death was ruled a suicide. The FBI and Milwaukee Police Department announcing a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of a man accused of shooting an off-duty detective in the city's 3rd Ward earlier this month. They're looking for 19-year-old Cassian Ellis Brown. 2 other teens have also been arrested in connection with this. The officer was intervening in a scuffle and was shot multiple times, causing life-threatening injuries. He was released from the hospital this week. We're still waiting for an update on the condition of a man who was hospitalized early Friday morning after a head-on crash with a semi on Highway 151 near Balloon Mounds. The 25-year-old driver was going eastbound in the westbound lanes when the crash happened. He was hospitalized with unknown injuries and is also facing pending charges. The semi-driver was not hurt. The Madison Police Department is launching a new fundraising campaign to help provide its canines with new lightweight bulletproof vests. News 3 Now's Jim Rader stopped by the department to learn more about the campaign.
My dog's name is Bowie, and we're looking to vest Rocco, Patton, Charlie, and Allied as well. Los. No, Los. Off. Ready? Toy. Here, bud. Here. We, as a unit, are funded by a nonprofit, Capital Canines, in the city of Madison. Capital Canines has existed since roughly 2005. This particular campaign, Keeping Canines in Kevlar, is more of a nationally recognized nonprofit out of the state of Washington. Let's. Toy. By outfitting them with these canine storm patrol vests, they can wear them all the time and be ready, just like I am, to go into a situation that might be a little bit more high risk. And oftentimes the dogs are going into those situations before human officers. Some of the other vests that our current handlers have, they only strap on over the dog's back and then maybe connect either on the sides or on the belly. Sit. No, sit. Starting this campaign today and rolling it out, each dog that's currently on our unit, that's a patrol dog. There's a total of 6 of them. I'm hoping that by the way that we're going to be rolling it out, and each dog gets funded at the cost of $2,600 a piece and roughly a total of $15,000. I'm hoping that the community realizes that the canines are a vital tool to the department and the community.
Anyone looking to donate to the fundraiser can contribute to Keeping Canines in Kevlar's PayPal account or its Facebook page. We have links to both on our website, channel3000.com. Still ahead, your child's pacifier may pose a choking hazard. The brand that's being recalled coming up.
If you're looking to cut energy consumption in your home, call Mad City Home Improvement for eShield, America's leader in energy reflective technology. eShield reduces energy loss by reflecting radiant heat in your attic. It's Energy Star approved, guaranteed to maintain its R value for as long as you own your home. Time is running out to save during our 60-60-60 sale. Take 60% off installation of eShield attic insulation, 60-month financing, low monthly payments, senior military discounts, plus a $60 Walmart gift card with your estimate. Last chance to call during this program for the bonus. Receive a Nest Learning thermostat with eShield purchase. Check us out online at madcityinsulation.com. And South Central Wisconsin homeowners, call right now for the bonus. 608-588-8226, 608-588-8226.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to see how easy it is to save on dental bills.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and lately, I've seen this change in her.
Once-weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C. It lowers blood sugar from the first dose, and you could lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
Hey sandwich fan, new Denny's melts belong in your hand. Patty melt's a classic, Big Dipper's fantastic, and the Nashville hot chicken, bombastic? Our lineup of melts, grilled to please. See you at Denny's.
Sunday at 10, with area schools facing a surge of COVID cases, Chris Stanford gives you an inside look at the efforts to keep schools open and how one school nurse is doing her part.
I feel really good about what we have in place.
Eye on Education, Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
Back by popular demand after a year off.
It's the Andy North Trivia Night, February 24th of 2022.
It's trivia for a cause. All the proceeds go for research at UW Carbone Cancer Center.
Find all the details at andynorthandfriends.com.
And a quick another update on our weather. Well, we got to talk about the Packers as they take on the 49ers tonight. Well, taking a look at our forecast for it, it's going to be a chilly one, but this is what we're expecting around this time of year as the Packers strive for another Super Bowl. Certainly going to be Packer weather. However, just note that the wind chills could be below zero, around 5 degrees below zero throughout the course of the game. So just make sure that you are dressing appropriately. Outside of that, however, the rest of the day, we're going to be seeing some battles between the sun and the clouds, and then we're getting into tonight, well, it's going to be mostly cloudy conditions with another round of snowfall widespread throughout southern Wisconsin. As we head into our Sunday, temperatures will drop quite dramatically as we're going to be seeing single digits into our Sunday morning, but we're going to be quiet until we get into our Sunday nights. Late Sunday night, another round of some snow will leak into our Monday morning, which would make for quite a treacherous Monday morning commute. We're looking at snowfall totals between 2 to 4 inches around Madison area, mainly southwest is where we're going to be seeing the heavier totals between 4 to 6. So make sure that you are prepared for it, but that is also why we have an alert day in effect from Monday into Wednesday. Monday for the snow, Tuesday and Wednesday, because we are looking at some real cold temperatures coming back into the forecast. Over to you, McKenna.
I was going to say that -10, and that's actual, right?
That's going to be the surface, yeah, overnight, and those wind chills are just going to be worse.
That's going to be a rough day. All right. Thanks for keeping us in the know, Joanne. More than 330,000 silicone pacifiers available for purchase on Amazon have been voluntarily recalled by the distributor due to reports that the nipple can detach and cause a choking hazard for infants. The recalled pacifiers, made by Frigg in Denmark, come in 2 types, the classic version and a version called Daisy. The recall advises consumers to immediately stop using them and contact the firm for a full refund or credit. There's one vegetable that can bring most people to tears, but growers are trying to change that. Tearless onions are hitting supermarket shelves in the UK. As CBS's Ian Lee reports from London, it's an idea that grew out of the US.
No matter how you slice it, preparing onions can be a tearjerker.
Well, you cry a lot.
I've never seen a onion that cannot make me cry.
But after decades of crossbreeding less pungent onion varieties, growers produced a new type they say won't make cooks cry. Tearless onions, first marketed as Sunions in the U.S., are now in Europe, after farmer Robert Aldershaw helped bring them here.
People do pay a premium for what we would call premium onions.
But hold up. Why do onions make us tear up?
It actually produces a very small amount of sulfuric acid in your eye, and then your eye's natural defense is to produce tears to wash it away.
Tearless onions taste milder. That's because on the pyruvate scale that measures the pungency of onions, the tearless variety lands on a 3, while your typical onions hit about 7 or 8. And some find the new onions quite appealing.
Is that true?
That's what they say.
Wow.
Is that a game changer for you?
That is, it is.
But their higher price might make people's eyes water.
Paying 3 times the cost of an onion just to kind of get rid of the tears, absolutely no way is that worth it to me.
You can suffer through the tears.
I can suffer to the tears. Sometimes it's nice even.
While the new onions may be easier on the eyes, most agree it's the layers of flavor in the mouth that'll matter. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Growers say the onions were not genetically modified to make them tearless, but rather carefully crossbred over about 30 years. Still ahead, an eagle is recovering after being hit by a train. A glimpse into its road to recovery. And you're taking a live look over the Capitol. Julian's tracking your forecast just ahead.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Deep in credit card debt? Did you know Credit Associates can help you reduce that debt? It's not nearly as complicated as you think. Let me show you what I mean. First, there's the total amount of credit card debt you owe. Whoa! We can reduce that by almost half. Second, how about those decades you'll be in debt? We reduce that down to as little as 24 to 36 months, giving you up to 20 debt-free years back. Lastly, how about the endless hours of stress and anxiety from being in debt? We can help reduce that too. It's easy to get started. Call now to see how Credit Associates can reduce your debt and save you thousands. The information is free and there's no risk to call. 1-800-949-3849. Call Credit Associates now to start living better, debt-free. 1-800-949-3849.
Meet Ron. That man is always on. And he's on it with Jardiance for type 2 diabetes. His underhand sky serve, on fire. His grilling game, on point. And his A1C, Ron is on it with the once daily pill, Jardiance. Jardiance not only lowers A1C, it goes beyond to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease. And Jardiance may help you lose some weight.
Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
A once daily pill that goes beyond lowering A1C? On it with Jardiance. Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
As we dive right into it, well, we saw some wintry weather into our early parts of our morning, but now we're starting to clear off and get a little quiet. But we do have a winter weather advisory in effect for Crawford and for Grant County until Sunday morning around 3 a.m. That's one thing we're going to keep an eye on, but until then, we're going to take a look outside of our sky cameras. We have cleared out tremendously. Beautiful sky as we're getting our morning rolling for us. Right now it's 20 degrees, but it feels like 9 as those winds are still onto the breezier side of southwest at 10 miles per hour. There are some slick spots because of the mixtures from snow and some freezing rain in certain areas. So around Dane County especially, make sure that you are taking it careful this morning as there are some slick spots from that ice that has developed overnight. Now planning out the rest of the day, just know temperatures are going to top out into the lower 20s. However, we are going to see the clouds coming back as we go into the afternoon and going into this evening. Much more cloud cover is on the way. But those who are heading up to Lambeau Field, just know that it's going to be typical weather for this time of year as the Packers take on the 49ers. 49ers. It's going to be another chilly one. So make sure that you dress appropriately, as we could be seeing some wind chills below zero, around 5 degrees below zero to be specific. Now, as we take a look at our radar, now that the snow is cleared out of Dane County, we're looking at open sky, but some areas are still dealing with a bit of some light snowfall, especially around Janesville. But as we plan out the rest of today, just know, once again, we're going to be seeing some more sunshine going into the afternoon. But keep in mind, we are going to be looking at another round of some snowfall coming into southern Wisconsin as we head into our Saturday night. So if you're going to be traveling to Lambeau Field and back into southern Wisconsin, just know that you could be seeing some treacherous spots along the highway. Now, as we go into the overnight hours, we're going to start to quiet back out, but temperatures are going to drop tremendously as we get into our Sunday morning, into the single digits for a much colder day heading into Sunday. Then as we get into our Sunday night, another round of some snow from that clipper system will be coming in, mainly into the southwest is where we're going to be seeing that snow bands starting to set up for us. But even into Dane County, we're going to be looking at some light snowfall heading into our Monday morning, which could be impacting and will be impacting our Monday morning commute. So make sure that you're planning ahead, because we are going to be seeing some pretty measurable snow throughout southern Wisconsin, 2 to 4 inches around Dane County and a bit north, but also to the southwest, we're looking around 4 to 6 inches of snowfall from these systems going into the later part of Monday. And that's why we have the alert day in the forecast for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday is for the snow, Tuesday and Wednesday, because we're going back to some bitterly cold temperatures with wind chills that will be around 20 degrees below zero. So once again, get ready for more cold air on the way. And that's what we're going to be seeing with the 3 things we'll need to know: cold air, more snow. And as we get into our Monday commute, remember, have a game plan, because it's going to be seeing impacts from that snow that will be rolling in. Taking a look at our 10-day forecast, the alert days are in here for Monday through Wednesday, but temperatures will improve as we get into the back end of next week, back to those 20s. But aside from that, well, we're looking at more cold, but the good news is, at least this time, we're looking at a bit more snow in our forecast if things hold out.
And let's just hope that Packers can get a win and that everyone stays a little warm today, because I know we're kind of dressed for it in the sense that we're wearing our green and gold, but we're not dressed to be outside in the field.
No, we are not. So I'm happy I'm not in Lambeau Field tonight.
Yep, props to everyone who's having fun out there. All right, thanks, Jillian. Well, an animal known for taking flight ended up on an unexpected ride last week after a train hit a young eagle on a railroad track in Stockholm, Wisconsin. Now, normally an accident like this ends tragically for birds, but John Lauritsen shows us why, thankfully, that wasn't the case this time.
Be able to see some of these animals up close is absolutely amazing, and I'm grateful every day of what I do.
As a wildlife rehabilitator, Kathy Kasakaitis has seen enough injured animals over the years to know which ones will likely make it and which ones won't.
You have a train that has tons and tons of power behind it. Then you have this 10-pound eagle. Chances are it's not going to survive that.
Very slim, yes.
So when Kathy heard that a young female eagle was hit by a train near Stockholm, she feared the worst. It was hit with enough force that it got stuck on the front of the train. And because they couldn't stop, the bird stayed like that for 82 miles, going about 80 miles an hour. The conductor thought it was doomed. So did Kathy and her crew.
We've gotten several calls over the years. I mean, I've been here 12 and a half to pick up deceased eagles hit by trains.
But when they went to pick up this eagle near La Crosse, they were surprised. Not only was it still alive, it was in pretty good shape. Its wings were stuck, but once freed, X-rays didn't detect any broken bones or serious injuries. Soon enough, it was flying again.
Just no fractures at all is what's, is amazing in this whole situation, actually.
Kathy thinks the eagle was trying to fly away in the same direction the train was going, which may have lessened the impact just enough. Still, if eagles stand for freedom, then this one also stands for survival.
We've had eagles that have been hit by just pickup trucks or a semi that have fared far worse than this one getting hit by a train. Very unique, very unexpected outcome so far for this.
John Lauritsen, WCCO 4 News.
The eagle was taken to a raptor education group in Antigo, Wisconsin, where it's being evaluated for frostbite and possibly a ruptured air sac. But Kathy is confident that eagle will make a full recovery. Stick with News 3 now all weekend. Brad will have the day's top stories tonight at 6 and 10. But first, not that we're rooting for the 49ers today, but we can still share some love for 2 very special animals that travel with the team. We're back in a moment.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture.
Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. Huge store-wide savings at Slumberland Furniture.
I just want our kids to be kids again. Play sports, go to school, without having to worry all the time.
So when we learned the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for kids age 5 and up,
we talked to their doctor, and she helped our family decide to get our sons vaccinated right away.
And to keep taking safety steps in public too.
Help your kids stay safe and in school. Find a free COVID-19 vaccine for kids near you at dhs.wi.gov/COVID-19/parents.
Summer's coming, and so are those warm, relaxing weekends. No matter where your adventures take you, we've got you covered at the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Whether you're staying at a vacation rental, towing a teardrop trailer to sleep under the stars, or heading to a beloved family cabin, you'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 28th through the 30th, Alliant Energy Center. Every weekend should be this fun.
Madison Magazine Winter Restaurant Week is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Dining with a choice. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week 2022, starting January 23rd through the 28th. For participating restaurants, menus, and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time? Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you.
Welcome to Delicious.
What is all this?
We call them options.
Options? Don't make me laugh.
Unbeatable selection without the drama. 2 pair plus a free eye exam as low as $59.95.
Get year-end savings on everything in stock, including mattresses at the big in-stock winter blowout at Slumberland. Everything is on sale, including mattresses, and shipping is free. The big in-stock winter blowout at Slumberland Furniture. On sale and ready to go.
Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9 on News 3 Now.
Finally, this morning, the Packers take on the 49ers today in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Included in the 49ers family is 2 emotional support dogs that help players better handle their stress and anxiety. John Lim tells us more about these special dogs.
As if the custom jerseys, strollers, and even masks are any indication, this family and their Frenchies are full of Niner pride, especially for Saturday's playoff game.
We just can't wait.
But this isn't just a family of human 49er faithfuls, it's the Frenchie faithful. And these precious pooches have the extra special distinction of being part of the official 49ers family.
These are the first emotional support dogs in the NFL.
It all started in 2018 when Jamar, one of the family owners of Got Frenchie French Bulldog breeders, got a somewhat suspicious-sounding call.
I thought it was a trick. I thought somebody had called me and played a joke and said, hey, this is so-and-so from the 49ers. I thought it was a joke at first, and it was.
It was anything but. The 49ers wanted an emotional support animal for their players. Zoe came first, and shortly after, the team got Rookie.
For them to allow us to be a part of the 49ers family, it's the best feeling.
Players have also gotten their own personal Frenchies.
There's Eric Armstead. He's actually from Sacramento, so he's local, and there's too much on the list.
Jamar says French Bulldogs make excellent companions, not just for athletes, though he has sold dogs to players off many teams.
They're loving, they're caring, and I think that's why a lot of players have these dogs, is because they're always there for them. They always want to be cuddled with, they always want to be petted, so they do need a lot of attention. And I think that's what makes them so special.
But no matter what purpose your dog serves.
And look at this. How could you not want this cute puppy right here? How could you not want this cute puppy to be your emotional support dog?
Got Frenchies, just hope for one thing, a Niners win.
Well, we don't want a Niners win, but we would be very fine with some pups running around the studio.
I definitely would love to have a pup in the studio. But as we take a look at our 10-day forecast, just turning to weather real quick, well, it's going to be a bit cold outside, but not nearly as cold today as it will be in the days ahead. Sunday, we're going to be hit with some Arctic blast, and then warm up a little bit for Monday, but just know we are looking at some light snow to mainly be into the forecast for us. Heading into Tuesday and Wednesday, single digits, and we will be below zero once again for us. That's why we have the alert day in the forecast for accumulating snow 1 to 3 inches and potentially seeing some more of those bitterly cold temperatures on the way as well. So make sure we stay bundled up, McKenna.
Man, first you move your water bottle so loudly, now you can't talk. Julian, I think you need to go back to bed.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us. Prado have more news tonight at 10.